controversial than a roughing a passer call in the NFL. Oh, it's another Monday night here on the Flex Zone. The only place giving you sports how you want it, when you need it. That red light's on. That means it's go time. No stopping here. Episode 201. 201 episode here on the Flex Zone. Again, the only place giving you sports how you want it, when you need it. Do us a favor. Call in 301-429-WBGR. If you want to be a guest, want to talk about some topics, set up here with the Man Cave, go ahead. Do it. Email us, flexon1@gmail.com. Show another hot episode for you. We got Flex Talk, talking MLB playoffs, sport of the week. We got a very special guest, practically family, Shanell Starling, Steelers fan in the building. Goofies of the week with Cravante, and of course, that rapid fire that you know, that you love. I can't do this show alone. Of course, we can't forget about home first. Got that social media. We got what, D?
The Twitter.
At the Flex Zone 1, Instagram at the Flex Zone 1. Watching us live right now on Facebook, the Flex Zone 1. Like the page. And of course, that YouTube, fellas.
The first one.
The first one?
The Flex Zone Podcast. Keep those subscribers going way up. Like the Macy's Day balloons. Can't do the show alone. D, you got on the Orioles. I'm going to call them the Orioles tonight.
That's right, baby.
It's Cousin D, baby.
Adam Jones.
Yeah.
Had a farewell along with Buck Showalter yesterday, Camden Yards. The Orioles booked in, winning opening day, winning the end of the season. Didn't win much in between, by George. I tell you, it was bad. And then the Steelers going down last night. We did it, Dre. We got the job done. That's
Hey,
right.
wait a minute. We let you be great. You beat the Packers, and we let you have your
That's
moment.
right.
That means you let us have our moment.
You heard, Dre. I'm on his side tonight.
Speaking of having moments, he has his throughout the show. You see the cards. We call him the Gambit of the Goofy Crew.
I wasn't, yeah, all over the place. Nah, no goofiness. No goofiness in my area.
Because you already had straight man here.
Yeah, because I'm gonna say who.
And yet, we won. Whatever. Anyway, Cravante Hurd here. Cravante Hurd, Facebook, Twitter, Cravante_Hurd, Instagram.
Are you not gonna spell it for the people?
They should know how to spell it by now.
I don't think that they do. That's kind of a difficult name.
I think it's not. As much as they see my name, I mean, it's on my shirt.
Say my name.
Last but not least.
Man, you might as well just change it to Gambit, man. So that way it's
I like the
Can you go, Goofy? He's about to introduce you.
We call this man the Friday Night Delight. You catch him every Friday night at 7 p.m. on In Between the Zone on that Flex on Facebook page.
I don't.
But this week, we ain't got to go through all of the games. We just call him the King of Homecoming because he's coming for it all this weekend at Morgan State University, baby. The man himself, Andre Melton.
Yes, sir. I am the Black American Dream on
Goofy.
IG. Make sure that you follow me, of course, but most importantly, subscribe to that YouTube channel, the Flex Zone Podcast, the first one. Yes, but this is your boy, Mr. One and Only, the man of 1,000 nicknames. And this weekend, I will be making my appearance, of course, at Morgan State University's homecoming. 2018, we in there, baby.
Well, you know we ain't a party till Dre walked through. And you know we only come for two things, Dre.
The ladies and the drink.
And the goofiness.
Say no more.
Oh, whatever. You won't even be there. My brother won't even be in the building with me, acting a fool.
Listen, man. God, we have to grow up sometimes, Dre.
Nah, like Peter Pan, we'll never grow up.
Oh, boy. Flex Talk right on your airways.
Foolishness. That's
Flex
what
on
we
here, another episode.
Foolishness and goofiness. That's what we trying to get into. All types of shenanigans. You already know what it is.
Episode 201. D, HBO, and boxing. Is it over with? Looks like.
Yeah, it looked like
Whoa.
it looked like HBO got knocked out.
Oh, boy.
The boxing game. Apparently, a lot of contracts been up with ESPN and Fox, Premier Boxing Champions, and what's this new one we seen of it? DAZN or something like that. Mr. Buffer's on that now, or something like that. Hey, I don't get it, man. But HBO, man, is live fights been taken away the last couple years, and great relationship. Remember, Mike Tyson was always on there, and of course, Buster Douglas knocked them out on there. Vander Holyfield had a lot of fights on HBO, and recently, your boy Mayweather before he went to Showtime, and Roy Jones Jr. I think him and Oscar De La Hoya had the most fights on HBO. So, grand tradition. It'll be over in October, so it'll be a little weird, but
So Showtime now is the king?
yeah, they definitely the king. I'd say ESPN's the king, man. ESPN Plus got a lot of these side fights, and Pacquiao fighting on ESPN, and Cole left fighting on there. I mean, Joe Tessitore, boy, between Monday Night Football and boxing, gonna be a busy dude, man.
I don't know. I mean, like you said, I'm gonna miss HBO boxing. We still got Showtime, so it was good to have that dynamic of HBO or Showtime boxing. Right. But it's just so weird, like you said, without it's that feeling of like the NBA when they weren't on NBC anymore. like type of feeling to me. Like,
or even when football left CBS briefly, came back in the late '90s, and NBC lost it for a period of time. It's just certain networks you used to having certain stuff, and then when they don't have it anymore, it's kind of just feels weird.
That NBA on NBC hits home. When I think about it, it's not the same. I mean, when that theme music comes on, it's like da 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 da. You gotta look for a TV.
I was playing that theme when I was doing my shoot around today. I was in there.
The funny part, ABC I think has had the NBA more now than NBC did.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah,
with ESPN and everything. I mean, but
TNT's been around the longest now.
It's weird. But boxing has really changed a lot too. Especially, you're thinking about, I'm thinking about boxing just moving forward. Of course, we get to see, the regular fights, but then you would look forward to the big pay-per-view fight, and
True.
You're just, who in boxing right now is really going to draw? I mean, the first person, of course, I'm thinking about is Canelo, but Canelo, but he just beat Triple G, so is there really that
But he's a free agent now with HBO not having him anymore. So let's just see where he goes.
Is there that mega fight? Like, what's drawing? I think part of the reason they're not being on HBO, what's the draw for boxing now when you don't have, and Mayweather was with Showtime, so.
But D, you just went down a nice lengthy list of people that were heavy hitters, no pun intended, but. We don't have that anymore.
Yeah,
and boxing is slowly on the come up, but it's obviously not where it used to be. And I think HBO's like that's our time. We don't have it anymore. Like y'all, it's not enough to go around. I guess I can say between HBO, Showtime, and ESPN, it's not enough to go around. So it's like HBO is kind of like the old guy in the room, and I think it's time to retire.
Well, wherever boxing is going, we'll be watching. Still a couple more fights this year. We got a Wilder fight in December. That'll be on Showtime, as D said. And Pacquiao, he'll be fighting, again on ESPN?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. I just wanted to wait and see what you had to say.
Okay.
Man need to let it go.
Oh, boy. Now, let's get to it. It's time for a postseason that we all love. They play 162, but it took 163 today. We get ready for the MLB playoffs. But first, they had an extra game today. 2 games in the National League. You had the Brewers against the Cubs for the National League Central, and you had the Brewers going into Chicago winning 3-1.
For them.
And then you had the NL West tiebreaker, the Rockies and the Dodgers winning 5-2. So now we will have the Dodgers playing the Braves, and the winner of the Rockies Dodgers playing the Cubs. So NL was a little scrambled.
It'd be Rockies Cubs in the NL wild card game.
Right.
It's just confusing, man. Even I was confused. I'm like,
who's the top seed? That's what made me confused. Like, the top seed in the National League.
It's a big cluster, Franklin. But with that being said, we know the teams who are in. Is there a favorite in the National League that we like? I'll start with you, D.
I don't know. I would have said the Cubs till today, and now they're looking up. They got to beat Colorado to get back to Milwaukee again. So.
And then Milwaukee plays them tough.
Yeah. I don't know if the Dodgers has really impressed people. I mean, Kershaw's been up and down since his injury. He came back.
What about the Machado trade, though?
They
don't have pitching, Dre. You say it all the time. You got to have pitching.
They need the pitching. I mean, out of all these, you got to admit the Rockies, if they can get on the run, they could do something. But
had a hard time scoring runs today.
They did.
But that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe they can rekindle that magic that they had of old when they had their last run to the World Series, man. Maybe finally just get over the hump. But I'm a roll with the Dodgers, though. I think that last year they were so close. I think that they'll still be motivated, and I think that they want to kind of get that bad taste out of their mouths of not completing the job last year. So I mean, by default, I'm still going to roll with the Dodgers. That was my original pick.
I was about to say that was my original pick as well early on with as goofy as my Nationals have been, and now let me say something about that. Things haven't been right since Dusty left. Sometimes you need to change the scenery. I don't know if this is one of those times, or at least this wasn't the right scenery, because I mean the feel of the Nationals still isn't there, and we got Bryce Harper, which we'll talk about in a bit, but it's just not the same in DC anymore, and that was always my pick in the NL. And I guess now you know, I was always shaky about the Nationals this year because of the Dusty Baker situation. When you change management over just out from one year to the next, it doesn't always pan out the way you want it to, and this is one of those situations. But the Dodgers was an early pick of mine if the Nationals weren't going to make it. I believe the Dodgers are one of the more consistent teams in the NL. I mean, pitching is always a problem, but you know, sometimes you can cover a pitcher with how hot those bats get.
Since I left, Daddy, they've been funky, stinking like a monkey in the National. They've been stinking, Daddy.
Now, I think the winner of the Braves-Dodgers series goes to the World Series because the Braves got the pitching. They're young, but they got Acuna Jr. who's probably going to win Rookie of the Year. Kevin Gausman from the Orioles. They might have a shot. Beautiful stadium in the ATL.
Yeah.
And we know.
I agree with you, Byron. I think that winner of that series will go. And props to the Braves, man. I think they've been a year ahead of schedule.
I was just saying, if anything, they're only here to stay.
So
yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
That's been the case with baseball a lot, though. You
That
know,
Dodgers pitching, man. That Dodgers pitching shaky.
I mean, look, I agree with you, but something about Kershaw. I guess because I'm just so rooting for Kershaw to finally just break through.
He did good last year. He did do good last year. He looked good.
Some people still weren't satisfied, though, because, you know, they didn't get the job.
Yeah, Game 7, they blew it. Now, we got to go to the American League, and it's no controversy there, but before I get to my brother, 3 teams with over 100 wins, the Astros, Red Sox, and the Yankees, all with over 100 wins.
My gosh.
Dre, we knew this day was coming. Yeah, the Yankees didn't win the division, but we knew they were going to be in. We talked about it all year. You said World Series. I said they have a shot. They get the wild card game at home against the A's. I think we're all in agreement they're going to win, and we're going to get that Boston Yankees series. Go ahead, my brother. Floor is yours.
Oh, put up the cards.
Ladies and gentlemen out there for the viewing public, you know I'm a proud member of Yankee Nation.
Here's the build-up.
So,
here's the build-up.
Of course. Yep. No, it's no build-up.
Oh, yeah.
Because when you're...
You know what time it is? You know what time it is?
When you've won championships...
That won something since 2009.
Over 20 times.
That won
27 times.
27 and counting.
You love living in the past, don't you?
No, it's
that
not.
Won up for almost a decade, man.
You love living in the past.
I mean, you should know as a Washington Football Club fan.
It's not a thing. It's not a thing.
So
he did that himself. It's not a thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter if it's the Astros. It doesn't matter if it's the Red Sox.
Okay.
The A's, whoever. The Yankees are winning the World Series, baby. You already know. Yes. 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 Yes.
Yes. Hey, Dre. Enough with the goofiness.
No, don't you come in here and interrupt me while I'm talking about my Yankees.
We knew the goofiness was coming. I knew the goofiness.
Capitan Goofy lives. He lives.
Look, we gonna win it.
Now, Cavante.
Yankees Dodgers World Series. Book it.
Cavante, you see another team coming out there?
One thing. Well, I don't think it's the Yankees. I think they'll find a way at some point to slip up and just turn that goofiness upside down. I want to say the Boston Red Sox so bad, but I feel like they've been here.
We've seen this movie before.
We've seen this movie before. They get 100 wins. They look great, and they fall flat on their face. I don't understand. But you see who's there from last year?
Same team from last year.
Houston Astros are still there,
and probably better than last year.
Arguably.
That's gonna be a good series though. Houston and Cleveland, 2 good pitching teams.
It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge.
Yes.
It's gonna be huge.
Pitching.
I'm gonna go with the Astros. They've been there before.
Astros will have home field, so that'll be you get Verlander, Cole, Keuchel, boy.
Back to back.
Sheesh.
That's gonna be crazy. I'm loving the AL right now. The AL is about to be lit.
They used to say the AL was the junior circuit, but no, it's the opposite. The opposite, man.
D, who you see coming out?
I like Houston too. I feel like pitching's enough. Houston's only weakness, the back end. You get to their bullpen, you have a shot of beating them. But them starters can go 7 innings at least, man. That just cuts the game in half.
The reason I say that as a Yankees fan, I'm not concerned with the Astros is because last year we were so close, man. I think if that Game 7 was in Yankee Stadium, I think that the Yankees would have pulled it through. They were so close last year, and I feel like if they get another shot, I think this year
I think the Yankees' big problem was the Orioles' problem for many years, manufacturing runs. I don't think the Yankees do a good job manufacturing runs
Boom
in
or bust.
October.
Home
You
run.
have to
Yeah, we
manufacture
do got four. We rely on our four horses.
And the starters have been a little shaky in
and
the
the
second
starting
half.
pitching's been.
Bullpen is great.
But I've always had
The
an
back
issue
end,
with
yeah, the back end will be
the
back.
the
Bullpen will be fine.
But I'm really happy with management because management this year has definitely gone all out to me. They've any trades that they needed, anybody that they need to bring up.
They got Andrew McCutcheon.
So I mean,
Judge is healthy.
Stanton.
We have
Zach
really,
Britt.
we have really
there.
they have tried. They have legit tried. I mean, shout out to them this season. That's why I'm really happy about this season. I think that they're going to do it.
Shout out to Keylau joining in. Let us know. Comment. Put your opinion on who you think comes out to National League, who you think comes out to American League, plays in the Fall Classic. It's October, folks. That means it's playoff baseball. And they even got the Migos doing a theme song for the baseball playoffs this year. So you know it's lit.
But you know, I love this time of the year because this week got that crazy mixture of football, baseball, and basketball.
And college football as well.
College is still booming. Shout out to the Ohio.
I was going to say, they got it done, baby.
They found a way Saturday night.
Urban lied his way to another victory, baby.
Yes, he did.
Stole one again.
So quick, I know it's not on the rundown, but managers of the year, I know we got the A's managers going to get it.
Bob
Melvin got that in the bag. Who's getting it nationally? Atlanta, perhaps?
Gotta be probably
Atlanta.
Colorado, Milwaukee too's in managers in consideration.
Now, real quick, D, you got on the Orioles jersey.
That's right.
Yuck.
I told y'all they was going to lose 115 games.
Adam Jones. The real Adam Jones. That's that clown in Cincinnati.
So D,
The real Adam Jones.
you lose 115 games, you only can go up from here.
Hey, look, we won. You know we won a title this year. The Yankees will not win one.
We got the first pick, baby.
Top pick,
That's
baby.
right, Bobby Witt Jr., baby. We're going to have a shortstop. He's only in high school, but we got faith in him.
That's right. That's right.
We put faith in a 17-year-old, baby.
But yes, the whole the at the opening day, the bus crash, and it was just crap. The whole bus just crashed. Buck Showalter, God bless him, his guys failed him this year.
Boy.
They looked terrible. Adam Jones, he showed a lot of loyalty staying. They really didn't do him too well till yesterday. It was just a mess this year, man.
He basically like Larry Fitzgerald.
It was just a mess, but
That's a good point.
hopefully we got a plan. I think
They got some international money.
much I don't like Dan Duquette. You gotta let him stay at least to see some of it out, and we'll go from there, man. At least it's not like the 14 years of losing where they have no plan at all. I think they have a plan.
Having a plan is important.
But this is the worst record this franchise ever seen.
15 losses.
Man, this comes no surprise to me. This team stinks. They
Well-
continue to stink.
115
Well, look, Chris Davis is stinking in something more.
Well, it's time for him to go.
worst
It's time
average.
for him to go. And the MLB has
That's what the deal
MLB has-
was. This was what that deal was. with Chris
terrible.
Davis.
Well, they will win over 50 games next year. How about that?
We guarantee it.
We book it.
We guarantee it.
And we got Bobby Witt Jr. We putting our faith in the new savior, Bobby Witt Jr.
That's right.
Next shortstop of the Baltimore
New
Orioles.
savior.
So if you 50
Only in high school.
50 minus 160, that's still 100 losses.
They won't have 100 losses, Spot. They'll be like the Astros, but hopefully they can flip it around.
Hey, look, it took the Astros a couple years, but you see where they're at?
We'll be there
We're
one
going to
day.
get there.
Everybody
That's
on
right.
that turnaround.
We'll be there.
But man, quick pops, Buck Showalter and then they brought the winning back. A lot of them guys left. I mean, this is what's left of it, but we had a good 4-year run now. We had a good 4 year.
Now, Cavante, I can't forget about you in this segment, last but not least. Bryce Harper played his last game in front of the fans in D.C. Much like Adam Jones, they want him to stay. He doesn't want to leave,
It's all right.
but I think he's gone. I think the Nationals are rebuilding.
It's so hard to say goodbye to you.
And Dre's opinion, the face of baseball, he does it all. He's got a great head of hair, too.
I got a
Is
quick
this
question
it?
for you, man. Right, quick for you to answer that. Who's been a bigger disappointment, Strasburg or Harper?
Strasburg.
Strasburg.
What are you talking about? Something?
I don't think that was even. That wasn't even a segment.
That hat on too tight.
That.
The only reason I say Harper because Harper's had some peaks and valleys too. But.
I mean, yeah, he does, but I mean, I know. I think I know what I'm gonna get from by the end of the year. It's tough watching that last, that interview,
Yeah.
because he brought him to tears. He doesn't want to go, but as goofy as the Nationals are, like a
They're
lot of,
rebuilding.
like my other DC teams, they'll probably find a way to screw it up. Like I said, I've had a sore spot since Dusty Baker left, so it's like I don't know if he goes. I saw this coming, and if somehow we keep him, maybe things will be looking up. But I'm not. I'm just as sad as him.
Yeah, they have a lot more needs, more pitching.
They do have a lot of needs.
I think just like the Orioles, their window closed. They had a good run, a good
fact.
opportunity.
They couldn't even win a playoff series.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
bad,
and that's what hurt the most.
Not even one.
They had
To
2
go
games,
all the
5.
way
Not
and
even
win
one.
and can't.
At home and lost. Blew a lead against the Cardinals
Look
that
like
year.
the Bengals out
The
there,
Giants.
man.
Nah, more like the Steelers.
Oh, no.
Well,
What
you
about-
guys, I'm gonna let that one
I
go.
guess that's.
Well, sadly, in the Baltimore, D.C. area, baseball, it's over for now. But you can stay tuned for the Flex Zone for all your MLB postseason.
Let's blow the whistle for them both.
And blow the whistle for both teams. As we go to break.
One whistle.
After the break, we got a special guest joining us. Steeler fan extraordinaire, Shanell Starling will bring the heat as D and Dre Slaughter. Because Raven Mania was running wild. We'll be right back
I'm just gonna
on
be
the
here.
Flex Zone
I'm just gonna be here.
All right, let's bring that back.
after this break.
Woo.
It's funny because I was just holding the pose the entire time. So. My lord. Woo! One job, Unc. Whose polo is this?
Mine.
I ain't going out. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, this is great. I guess no break today, so we just.
I guess we're gonna run through it. All right, goofiness. Byron, move it on over.
I love it.
Hey,
I mean, this is.
You want me to still say that?
yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
I love it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Live TV, folks.
I gotta love it.
I love it. Live TV. No breaks today. She gets to sit next to. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Who's not gonna be mean?
Me. I'm never mean. I'm
not gonna be
I'm
mean at
unbiased.
all.
I'm
He gonna be
unbiased.
neutral. I mean, I'm gonna get on your low.
I'm not gonna be mean at
Not
all.
bad. So I got you pretty good.
Man, that guy had a little snafu.
Huh.
Rush was on the screen. He's like this. I was like, oh, that's like, a commercial. I was like, oh, snap.
Yeah, I told you, that was great, man.
It's okay. It's live, baby.
You got
We're live and direct, baby.
We got a little
This is
vibe.
what we do,
And we're
baby.
live.
We're looking alive, better than Block Boy JP. It's the Flex, the only place give me your sports how you want it when you need it. That's right, we're live. No gimmicks, no
That's right.
phoniness here. It's live and direct.
It's
We're
live, just
authentic.
like a
You won't
selfie
see this
back.
on Fox. You won't see this on
No, you
ESPN.
won't.
We're real people, and that's what we do here. It's nothing to us. But as you see, we got a wonderful guest. We don't call her guest. She's family.
Oh,
We love her. You know her. She's one of the queens that we have in the building, gracing our presence. She has on a Steelers shirt, but we still bang with her.
you were doing good.
What?
Good.
Oh, well,
Look, Shanell Starling is in the building, a star in her own right. Shanell, welcome back.
Thank
Give
you.
it up for Shanell, everybody.
welcome back.
Great to have you back.
Good to be here.
How are you feeling? It's homecoming season first.
Let's start on a positive note.
Yeah.
Yes, it is homecoming.
Okay.
Morgan State's homecoming is this week for all my Bears. I don't,
Woo, woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited for homecoming. I'm really excited for seeing all the alumni come back. That's what I'm most excited for. Just seeing all my old friends and things like that. I don't really watch the football games. Do you guys go to the football
Oh,
games?
whoa, wait a minute.
I'm
You know we do it black school, baby.
He'll tell you, I'll be honest. Like, look, I don't even show up until about halftime.
And he produced some of the games.
that is
Look.
that is terrible.
Look, you know I gotta be the man when I walk through.
Oh, boy.
Homecoming is Morgan State. You know
Shanell,
it's a
how
show.
can they keep up with you?
Okay.
You do a lot of great things on your own. You talk sports. How can they keep up
Yes,
with you on
my
social media?
Instagram is Shanell Starling, so just my first and last name, and then on Twitter
The Twitter?
it's the Coco Chanel. So those are my
Wait,
two.
why you say like the coco? Like
I did not. It just
trying to
that's
put a
the
little
way
flavor to
it
it.
just came out. That's how it flowed.
Coco Cabana.
Well, Shanell, no time to bull job. Let's get straight to it.
That's right.
Best rivalry in football renewed itself last night. We saw the Ravens take care of the Steelers 26-14. First of all, before we get to this game, what are your thoughts on
Yes.
what are your thoughts on the Steelers?
I'm not doing it.
This season? And first of all, it was goofy. We know about the Le'Veon Bell situation. What are your thoughts on that? And before this, what were your thoughts on the overall season?
So with the Le'Veon Bell's situation, at first I wanted him to get his money. I still want him to get his money, just because he's worth that big contract. So I get it. However, I just didn't like how he went about everything. When I say how he went about everything, I mean
taking his towns down to South Beach?
No. I mean that. But before that, he put out. I follow Le'Veon because when you play for the Steelers, I follow all the players. So I was really into his like social media, and he has like a YouTube channel. So he put out a diss track on the Steelers, and he like laid it out. Like he laid the Steelers out.
He mixed and mastered it.
Yeah, I was just like, I was listening to it because I listen to his music. I listen to his music because I mean his music is pretty catchy. So I was listening to it, and there were shots, and I was like, whoa. I was like jamming to it, and I was just like, oh wow. And it was just. I don't think he was as classy as he should have been. So I just don't like how he handled the situation at large, but I do think he does deserve the money, as we saw last night. I think he deserves the money, but I just don't like how he went about it. So it's just a sticky situation. It's a sticky situation.
But you know, T.I. said if it ain't about the money, don't be blowing me up.
Now you feel Le'Veon felt bad his teammates kind of called him out for the season started? Was that a good thing?
But the last time I was here, I told you guys about how that locker room is out of control. Like, so
bunch
of divas, baby. More divas than the WWE locker room, baby.
Oh boy.
So for players to come out of their mouth and say things like that about a guy that you're supposed to be protecting. Why would you say something about one of the best players on the team that you are supposed to be protecting? You want him to come back, but you're saying that doesn't make me. If I'm Le'Veon, I'm like, I actually don't ever want to come back. Exactly.
And he bought them Hublot watches. You get them watches back. Exactly. And you keep living your best life in South Beach, like Dre said, baby. You ride them jet skis. You make them diss tracks, baby.
Set that up. That's your fault.
And you pawn them watches. You pawn them.
So I just didn't like the locker room as a whole, because we were not on one accord. You got Antonio Brown. I'm just saying, as far as the Le'Veon situation, he said what he was supposed to say. Like, we want him back. We're a team. But you had captains like
Ben.
Not Big Ben. Hayward. He was just like, we protect this guy, and there's a lot of people that's gonna, come out and do better things. So, we're just gonna keep it rolling. It's just like, as a captain, you don't say things like that. As a coach, you don't let your players say things like that. And as a team, you should not feel comfortable coming out of your mouth speaking on another teammate, especially when he's trying to get his money. Like, it's not like he's doing anything wrong. He's trying to get his money. So as a teammate, you support him. You don't be disloyal to the organization, but you don't come out of your mouth and say the things that they said about him. So that's how I feel about that part.
Last night's game, we keep it rolling. No, you on fire. 26-14. Steelers came back, tied it up 14 going into halftime, but we saw the defense is what, D?
Wall down.
And we saw that there's no running game. They threw the ball, like 70 times. That's never good. Big Ben looked a little confused. Thought he might have been back in one of those bathrooms in a restaurant. But anyway, Shanell, the last night's game dropped you guys to 1-2-1. You guys throw the ball a lot. You guys throw the ball 73% of the time. That's a lot. I don't care who you're throwing it to.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the game? Go ahead.
So the Steelers have a thing where they like to come out flat. Usually with the Ravens, that doesn't happen. Like, you don't have to prepare the Steelers to play the Ravens. It's always it's a rivalry. We got to come out on fire. But they came out flat. It was just like, we're here, and I guess we're playing football, right? This is what we're playing, right? So they came out flat, and then Joe Flacco was like, okay, bet y'all coming out flat, cool. And he made plays, and the Ravens made plays, and then that's when the Steelers were like, oh, okay, oh, it's the Ravens, let's play, let's actually start playing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, we're here. So, and then by that time, it's kind of too late when you're the Steelers, because they have not played 4 quarters of football yet.
Nope.
So
true.
if you're the Steelers, you have to make sure you come out on fire. And I don't want to go to the coaching again because as the Ravens, as the rivalry, you're supposed to. You shouldn't have your coach shouldn't have to prepare you for that game. Like you should already come out focused and ready. And then as for Le'Veon's absence is what I missed. I missed him the most that game. That was the game. Yesterday was a game. It was like, all right, wow, okay, we actually really, really do need him. Because before that, I was more on, okay, we can try to make it work. Let's get our defense better and let's build around that.
Oh, that defense is...
It's terrible, but it wasn't terrible yesterday. It wasn't terrible yesterday.
She's right.
The offense was terrible.
Your running back, he's only had 97 yards since his first game.
Right.
Total.
So, and then yesterday, we had a total of 19 yards. And we averaged 1.7 yards per run. Like, that's disgusting. Like, that's
disgusting.
And the reason why I think that we miss Le'Veon the most is because they're not worried about James Conner. Let him get the ball. What is he?
That's what I'm saying.
What is he? I mean, let him
number
get.
10.
We're not worried about Jesse James. Go ahead. What is he gonna do? We're worried about if we can stop Antonio Brown and we can stop Juju Smith-Schuster, we can stop this entire offense. But go ahead, let James Conner get a first down. Exactly. So if we can stop all we have to do as a defense is worry about these two guys. It's a win.
Got to put you on the spot. Is Mike Tomlin gone after this year?
I was gonna ask.
Woo!
Oh my apps.
Is this do I want him gone or do I think he's gonna be gone?
Oh, fine. Go ahead. It's your opinion.
Is there a different answer?
No. As a Raven, I don't want him to go. I love seeing the brother do his thing in Pittsburgh. One of the great story franchise, the Rooney Rule, XYZ, but kind of lost control of the team. But go ahead.
It is okay. So, do I think he will be gone? No. Depending on how the season ends. If we do not win at least 8 games, if we're like 7, if we don't win at least 8 games,
that tie.
If we don't win at least,
it hurts.
It's gonna come back and bite us.
Right.
If we don't win at least 8 games, we're looking at Tomlin. But if he can, the Steelers do start off slow and then they go on this run, and then at the end of the season, it's like, oh man, we gotta win this, and then we gotta wait for the Dolphins to lose this game, and then we gotta. It's terrible. It's terrible. So, I don't think they'll get rid of him. Do I want them to get rid of him? I think the Steelers as a whole, I think it's time to rebuild. As a whole,
you saying blow everything?
Oh wow!
I think
Dynamite.
it's time to everybody's talk about the culture is different. That's the problem. So, it needs to. I think Tomlin might have to go. I need to see I've liked his coaching style for the past 2 games. The first game I didn't like it, but once we played the Chiefs, I liked it. I liked it yesterday.
You like it against the Bucks on Monday night?
Yes, I liked it against the Bucks, and I liked it. Chiefs.
Yeah, they fought back
because he wasn't smiling, he wasn't fist bumping, he wasn't happy. He was being a coach. So I don't want him to leave, but if he has to go in order for us to rebuild, then that's just what it is. Because Tomlin brought a lot of those guys on that are the defensive coordinator, the offensive coordinator. That's him.
You had Joey Porter out there. I was like, Joey Porter.
Sick.
That's Tomlin. That's Tomlin. He picked those guys to be in that position, and we're not doing anything. There's no reason why the Steelers shouldn't have a Super Bowl appearance within the last 3.
Oh yeah, we've been.
Well, it's the reason why it's number 12, old goat up there in New England, But anyway, that's another story.
Whatever.
I think if you guys only win 8 games this year, I think Tomlin is gone.
Yeah,
who do you get though?
But
that's what I'm wondering too.
I want Cleveland's defensive coordinator.
You want Greg Williams? Oh, you want them bounties, baby? You want to take people out? You want them checks? That's right, baby. You want them bounty checks? That's right. We want them. Yeah, make him your coach. That's right.
Wait a minute, D.
I want him.
Come on, D.
Wow.
Come on, man.
Wow.
Man, you talk about
bounties. No, that's in the division. Dang it, no.
A little cheap shot here and there.
Let me tell you, I want him.
No.
I want them to get some old defensive players to be on that defensive so that they can teach the culture. and I want a head coach that was a defensive coordinator. That's what I want, and I like Greg Williams.
But Tomlin's supposed to be a defensive guy. But anyway,
barely.
I don't think the Greg Williams thing ain't bad.
I think if you like I said, if you guys only went eight games, I think Tomlin's out. But the funny thing about the Pittsburgh Steelers culture, they don't fire anybody.
Right.
It's just like the coaches. They've only had about a handful of coaches their entire existence.
Right.
Like that's unheard of.
Right.
Bill
So
Cowher,
I think in this case, that's what I'm saying. Chuck Noll was forever. Like he was.
So
Kyle was there for like 15 years.
But it's never been this. It's never been this crazy.
But it's never been this bad. I think if it goes bad, they will mutually part ways, and then they will move on. But the biggest problem I have, and Byron alluded to it earlier, I hate when my brothers, because it ain't but a handful of brothers that's black.
Right.
That's head coaches. He doesn't have control of that locker room.
Right.
And I'm trying to think of a point where he ever did. Like, because like,
when he first got there, he had control.
He had control because they were Cowher boys.
And they was winning too.
That's why he had control.
Winning cures everything. All the goofiness comes up when you start losing. like all of it. Like we start questioning everything. Like one thing I hated last year, they was questioning him and like telling him he's like the minority owners was like they want him out. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad last year, but this year,
Yeah, I'm about to say
it's cause for concern.
I'd say because every year he's been able to overcome everything. I mean,
But
you guys haven't been trash. You guys have, consistently win.
But we consistently have always been stopped at the same spot. It doesn't matter if it's the Patriots. I get it. The Patriots, they're a great team, but you can beat them.
Oh, yeah,
And
you've had your
I feel like if
opportunities.
anybody can beat them in that conference, it's the Steelers. So it's like, why?
To me, y'all got robbed, at least in that regular season.
Yeah, because then it would have changed a whole bunch. It would have changed a whole bunch of stuff. But my thing is, a lot of people keep coming to me and telling me, "Oh, but you guys are always in the playoffs. You guys are always win at least 10 games." Yeah, but that's not the bar for us.
No,
we need to go to the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
So 10 games, yeah, Tom, and you won 10 games, and your winning percentage is great.
Sure.
But we haven't done anything with Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, Ben. Like, we haven't done anything with them, and it just, the window every single day gets smaller and smaller.
Yeah, teams are catching up, and with that being said, that is going to be something to take place. Now, what is the end goal this season, you think, Shanell, for the team at 1-2-1? Like I said, he got Atlanta this week at home.
Is it desperate too?
Where do you think this team ends up? And do they make the playoffs? Let's just put it like that.
Playoffs.
From what I'm seeing right now, I think that right now the Steelers are the Steelers are the worst team in that division.
Oh, no question.
And looking at it, they are.
They are the worst. They are the worst team in that division.
I never thought I would hear.
But help's on the way, baby. Le'Veon Bell said he's coming back.
Yeah.
Week 8.
5 weeks from now.
That's what I'm saying. He gonna come back when it's too late. Like, we need him now.
It may be too late.
That's the point. He's doing it for a reason.
So when I said off air, I was like, "Are you hitting the panic button?" You like, no.
Yo, no, I'm not. Well, I'm not hitting the panic.
It's okay to hit the panic button.
Do you touch a little more and they lose to Atlanta Sunday at home?
Well,
you hit it.
Atlanta's defense is terrible. So I actually want to see that game because I just want to see.
Oh,
It's going to be fun.
Yeah,
It's gonna be fun to watch.
So, I don't want to call it panic, but I don't want this to happen because I don't want to see my team lose. But I'm sick of seeing them. I'm sick of seeing them do this. Like, if they have to do this, if they have to go down in order for them to go up,
sure, by all means.
I can take a season of rebuilding. I can take 2 years of
you don't wanna be in the
rebuilding.
middle.
But I don't want to keep seeing Ben miss Antonio Brown. I don't want to keep seeing Joe Hayden get beat every play. Like,
he's
I don't.
done.
He's past the prime.
I'm just saying I don't want to see that. So if I have to see Edmonds get burned, if I have to see
bad pick. I didn't like that pick.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. But if I have to see people start growing and developing into great players, then by all means. But I just don't want to keep seeing a 10-6 team
And losing
keep losing to the Patriots
Or the Jaguars.
or the Jags.
Yes,
At
baby.
home.
That's right, Jacksonville. But we got to keep this ball rolling. Game ball, not so game ball. We can talk Ravens Steelers all day. We can talk Steelers all day. Shanell, you know how this goes. Game ball, not so game ball. Who was your standout player? Who was a dud this week? And we got to do ladies first, so it's up to you. Go ahead.
Okay. Who was my standout player?
Or it could be a coach or a team.
Or a moment.
Okay, I'll go Titans overtime, 4th down.
Yeah, Mike Vrabel looking
3 of
good.
them.
I was watching. I was like, the game is over. Like and it was 4th and like 15.
Yeah, it's like 4th and yep.
So I think that's my. I don't want to give it to the. I don't want to just give it to the receiver. I don't want to give it to Mariota. I want to give it to the whole team. Because I mean,
they're 3-1. Mike Vrabel looks good.
It's a team sport.
New England
My
South.
divisional pick, by the way.
That's my divisional pick.
New England South. That's their new name. Got one bad national game ball.
The Colts coach.
Yeah, Frank.
Oh my God.
Wow, she just took both mine.
I'm sorry.
No, you good. No, you good. Because it's perfect. They were the blatantly obvious ones.
I was just watching it like, can I have your job? Like, I want it. Can I
no foul.
Can I have your job? Because there's no way. I get it being like gutsy, but it's
No,
like,
that was goofy.
yeah,
That wasn't
you gotta,
gutsy. That
like,
was goofy.
You gotta know what you're working with.
Get Andrew Luck up out of there, please.
I've been saying that for 2 years. No, he's a trade.
He threw for what? 430.
Threw for like 700 yards.
It's not him. It's just the organization, the team, everything is just
Threw for like 700 yards and they don't got no help.
Come on. Bunch of goofiness.
Now D, good.
You know, the game ball, man, I got to admit, I was watching most of the 4 o'clock action yesterday. Even though they lost, I got to give San Francisco's quarterback some credit, man. I didn't expect him to do as well with Buffett as well as he did.
Kept it interesting.
He did. And old Flip, you know how Flip rolled. He flipped the wrong way to start off, but he came back the right way. Not so game ball. What is up with Tampa Bay, man? I mean, the tragicness of Fitzpatrick, right on time, right on time, baby. He turned back into a pumpkin, right to a bum. And Seamus Jameis was smiling on the bench.
Well,
I got my job back.
It would take
being
one.
a bum as well.
And then Camille Mack was right now.
It would take one pumpkin and no pumpkin with that bright orange that you got on
Remember, Ravens O's, baby. You remember that?
it.
Come on, Tay.
Look like J.O.
Start low and high, brother. No Redskins this week. Did they beat the bye week, by the way?
They was favored.
Almost. If the Cowboys would have lost, I think that would have been a win for the Redskins. But D unfortunately took my second one. I guess I gotta go first in this segment. But the Buffalo Bills. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Why are we continuing to do this? Like, is that? I feel like they didn't score before.
Yeah, the Ravens shut about week 1.
So are they gonna set a record for shutouts?
They getting
They
spanked.
no, I think they
The Ravens did
I don't
score.
even think they were there.
score.
I'm just like, this team is so bad, just so ugly. Like from top to bottom. I mean, from the front office to the quarterback to everything. Like I'm still not gonna let y'all forget that Vontae Davis quit at halftime.
Yeah.
They're forever getting not so game ball from me. Now game ball, man. Drew Brees in that offense. When they finally break through, I mean, the one thing I've been waiting for Drew Brees to get, well, 2 things: a defense and a running back. He's found his running back.
You got 2.
That defense, that defense, it seems to start low and end high. So the defense will eventually come around. But Alvin Kamara, he got his quarterback.
Mark Ingram will be back this week, by the way.
Yes, he will.
So they
Against your team.
We're not gonna talk about
and
it.
the Saints come marching in there.
Dre, you got some notes on the rundown? Go ahead, do your
Yes.
thing, brother.
Man, my game ball goes to Mitchell Trubisky, man.
Yeah.
Having the most passing touchdowns by a Bears quarterback since Johnny Lukejack in 1949, tying a record of 6.
Johnny Bootleg. What?
One shy of tying the Bears' all-time record at 7, set in 1943 by Sid Luckman.
Sound like some moonshine.
I should be a bunch of owls in here.
I love these names, man. And I got to give an honorable game ball to my MVP right now, Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
4 straight games with a sack and a strip and a forced fumble.
Worth every penny.
Man,
He's sick. Like, he's just-
MVP right now.
Yeah.
I feel like every game he's going at John Gruden. Like
Yeah.
every game.
One for them referees, man. Oakland should be on 4.
Told y'all the Bears was going to make the
Yeah.
playoffs, baby.
Look like
They're coming.
It looked like
They
it just
look
because
like
of
it.
him.
They look like
I haven't seen
Their offense was good.
I mean, we haven't seen a defensive MVP since what, Ray Lewis?
Right, but very quickly, look, Buffalo so bad. Aaron Rodgers said we should blow him out more. He was disappointed.
Well, you know, he was too busy looking at the celebrities, you know.
Speaking of the Packers, they actually get my not so game ball for them ugly uniforms, man.
I thought they were the Rams.
I think they need to stop it with these ugly uniforms.
Well, remember Atlanta won their throwbacks, and that's why they lost. You know, they threw back to the days they was losing.
So.
Real quick, not so game ball. Get Julio out of ATL. I don't know what's going on down there. Cravante, your dog's in the dog house.
Get
I
my
don't know what's
dog
up.
out of there,
But
yo.
it's crazy because like Calvin really is like
He's coming on.
sick.
He's coming
So
on.
it's just
The
like,
Ravens are looking back like, ooh, did we
and
make
so
right
it's
pick?
just like, what's the problem? Like, why aren't
Defense,
they
like you said,
connecting?
I think you
Injuries
mentioned
on the
it.
defense
Yeah.
has been a huge problem.
And last but not least, my boy, the best running back in football, Ezekiel Elliott, baby. 6 carries, 127 yards. What he had? He had some receptions, too. He even caught a touchdown, baby. What he had? 3, 4, 11 yards. He had a touchdown. My boy, getting it done, running over those players like he run over the people at the parade, especially those women.
Yo, Byron, you know what I gotta say, man.
Big two movements, sir.
You know what I gotta say,
Two
man.
movements, sir.
How about them Dallas Cowboys?
They saved
The
their
Lions
season.
stink. The Lions should have won football. Right.
And Dre, as we get ready to get the picks for this week, overall standings, wow, 29-32 and 2 is Dre.
Recount.
Cavante 27-34 and 2. I'm 31-30 and 2. D 32-29 and 2. Ryder 35-26 and 2. Guess winning 40-37 and 1. You said you want to recount, D?
Yeah, I want to recount.
Okay.
And same result.
Dre 10-4. Cavante 9-5. I went 9-5 and D 11-3.
You
So-
know, I had so much promise.
Yeah, it was looking good for us. It was looking good for us.
Ended, like right before the 1 o'clock games, a lot of goofiness started happening.
So real quick, everybody picks of the week. Shanell, we're gonna start with you. Thursday night, Colts Patriots.
Patriots.
Oh, we already know.
I think we all agree there.
Yeah.
Patriots are back. Josh Gordon is back. Titans, Bills.
Come on, man. Come on. You killing me, man.
Chanel, this is for you. I won't say one word. Falcons, Steelers.
Steelers. I'm telling you.
I'm
I'm rolling with you, too.
I'm gonna rock with y'all.
Two very, very desperate teams.
Yes.
Desperate and terrible.
Atlanta usually don't do
Terrible
well in
on defense.
Pittsburgh. They've lost their last 2 beatings
They
up there.
stink. They stink when they not in Atlanta. They stink. So.
But the Steelers have stink.
We
their
stink in
last couple
Heinz.
games,
Yeah, we
2 at
stink
home.
even if we're in Hinesville.
Can I say a tie? Because this was a
Not a
tie.
tie.
This ain't a
Not
tie.
Not a
Overtime.
tie.
It was a decade ago. It was a decade ago.
I'm
This game was a
so
tie.
over ties. Am I the only one?
Oh, God.
Broncos, Jets.
Broncos.
Yeah,
Broncos will be on a short week. They are winning right now, but they will be on a short week traveling east. I like the Jets, believe it or not, at home.
I'll take the Broncos.
Oh, this is a tough one.
Yes.
Jaguars, Chiefs.
Game of the week.
Chiefs.
Not an Arrowhead.
Chiefs.
Yeah, if it wasn't an Arrowhead.
Watch the
Packers
Jags.
at Lions.
Packers better win.
I'm going to take
Get on this run. Let's start this run. Hey, listen, it is not a Lambo, Byron.
Oh, wow.
I'm rolling with the Lions.
Them cowardly Lions, they're cowardly.
fine.
Coach Pencil. Ravens at Browns. I'm going to Ravens.
I got the Browns.
I got the Browns. I told you when Baker Mayfield starts, I was going to say
This
that.
one-
Not after they beat the Steelers. They're too hot.
After watching Cleveland yesterday, they made some unforced errors, but they did put up 42 points. The Ravens pass rush still was not that good last night. I gotta go with Cleveland.
I know they gave up a lot of points, but that Browns the front seven,
Yeah.
it's nasty, man. Miles Garrett,
It's gonna be a
if
good
he
game.
stays healthy,
I just like the momentum of the Ravens right now. They look like that team I said they would be AFC Championship bound. Remember I said that.
dog pound.
And y'all laughed at me.
This is the middle of a 3-game road stretch too. So.
Yeah, you're right. Giants, Panthers.
Ain't no doubt.
I'm
rolling with the Giants.
I'm rolling with the Panthers, man. What y'all talking about?
Giants.
Dolphins
are
and
done.
first place Bengals, man, looking good.
Bengals.
Oh, this hammer time too. This hammer right here.
And Raiders, Chargers,
Bengals.
Chargers.
That's one of your
Yeah.
battles.
Whoa, are the Bengals? Are you telling me the Bengals are going to go on a winning streak?
Yes, I can.
They're not making
Cardinals, 49ers.
49ers.
Yep.
You know what?
I'm gonna do Cardinals.
I'm gonna do the Cardinals too. I think that they get their first victory.
Sheesh. Vikings, Eagles. Ooh, that's a good one. This could have been an
AJ, this is for you. Vikings.
I know they got 10 days off. But that look, Minnesota show how bad they are because you lose to the Bills like that, then the Bills come out and get shut out.
I think I want to do Eagles because Kurt gonna be Kurt.
Man,
Kirk gonna throw a pickup.
Man, listen, that Eagles
And I was saying like
secondary-
bad Kurt.
It is trash.
That Eagles secondary is trash, man. I'm gonna go with the Vikings on this one.
I can't.
Rams at Seahawks.
I like.
Rams.
I'm about to say St.
Yeah.
Louis. I like
Not
the
even
Rams.
close. Not even close. Rams.
What's going on with them? The Seahawks. I mean,
They
is
giving
Russell
people
Wilson
middle
in?
fingers.
Like, is he
Too
playing?
busy giving people middle fingers.
Listen. The culture in the Seattle has changed
Yeah.
drastically. You notice the
You
league
talk
of
about
boom.
blow,
Nobody.
you talk about blow the team up. Oh, we got a phone call. Yeah.
Sunday night, real
Somebody
quick,
on
while
the
we got
hotline.
somebody. Your Texans and Cowboys battle.
I'm rolling
Texans.
with them boys.
Texas.
You want to flex on what's going on?
Please.
This is Miss Angela.
Woo!
Hey, what's up, Angela? How you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all tonight?
Good. Happy day. We got a win last night.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I was so excited that I was tired. They kept me up all night long.
Hey, go ahead and say it, D. All night long.
Yes. But I have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
I have one question. Did y'all hit your head? Did y'all really just pick the Browns?
I picked the Ravens. I picked the Ravens, Angela.
No, I'm just calling out.
He was an unbeliever last week.
Oh, really?
Hey, Angela, I bet said that when Baker Mayfield starts, he's going to beat the Ravens.
I'm the same guy that said the Ravens were going to be in the AFC Championship after the draft. They laughed at me.
I got you, Brian. I got you. But no, Dre's flipping. No.
Okay.
Flipping? How am I flipping? I'm a realist.
We got to be real, Angela. I don't want to pick it, but I watched them yesterday. They got weapons.
They got Money Mayfield.
We got Jimmy Smith back, baby, and he gonna fuss him out like he fussed out his ex-wife.
Mr. Chubb.
Be
respectful.
It's all from the left.
So Angela, the Ravens gonna win this week. I'm gonna rock with you.
All right, cool. Thank you, Brian.
This is why I want y'all to be right, but it's not gonna be an easy game for the Ravens. Not gonna
Mr.
be.
D, please just sit over there with that orange phone.
Oh, Angela, I gotta have you back when I'm here. Please, we gotta set that up.
This is old town here.
Have your people call my people. We appreciate all the love. Shout out to your family again for the support. We're gonna have you back before the end of the year. I gotta be up here with you. But we appreciate you. I saw your comments, but we was in that Ravens Steelers talk. You know, we getting into it.
I got y'all. Y'all do your thing.
Appreciate it. Thanks for calling
We
in.
want to be
Angela.
right, though. Please be right.
Oh,
Be
all
wrong.
right.
All right, Angela. And Monday night.
Gosh, in front of
Saints.
everybody.
I'm rolling with the Saints come marching in, baby.
It'll be a close game. Close game, Saints
I
win.
was right. Close game. Alex Smith's not gonna make a mistake, but Drew Brees might have the ball in his hands last.
Yeah.
Don't.
I definitely agree. I think we'll make it interesting, but I think the Saints will be marching where they usually march.
It won't be hammer time, man.
Chanel, thank you again.
Not a problem.
We're going to take a quick break. We got Goofies of the Week to end the show on the Flex Zone again. Let's get up for Chanel as we go to break, baby.
Yeah.
Show that shirt while you go to break. Go ahead.
Wear that shirt,
Go
right?
We got crying towel here.
Go
So
ahead. Be right back.
Oh.
HURDE, Facebook, Twitter, Cruvante_Heard on Instagram, and I'm with
your friendly neighborhood cousin D, and of course you can check me out on the Twitter at DieSportingNet, and of course Instagram undercase DMARUSD.
and of course, check out WBGR Sports Network and check us out, The Flex Zone, from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Facebook Live.
Every Monday, so if it's the NBA playoffs, MLB playoffs, Monday Night Football, or
Did you just say Monday nights? Well,
What is this? What is this? Get off me.
this is your boy Drizzy Dre, Mr. One and Only, the man of 1,000
Goofy.
nicknames.
Goofy nicknames.
Hey, look.
What? What do you want?
Look, I want them to tune in every Monday
That's
at
right.
10 p.m. to see us live for all the debates that we have.
And goofiness.
and all the goofiness too.
Because we are the only place that can do what, Cravante?
Give you
And
sports
change it
how you want it.
When you need it.
You don't know what I said.
We're back live on the Flex Zone. We've been waiting all week for it. I don't want to make the list, but somebody will. The Goofies of the Week with Cavante.
Is it that time? Is it that time again?
It is that time, brother.
Cruvante heard here. These are the Goofies of the Week. I'm sponsored by the Flex Zone. Appreciate you guys for giving me a little bit of time to let me tell y'all what I think. What was goofy this week? I got a couple. You guys already know how it goes. Green card, low level goofy. Red card, high level goofy. I got a couple this week. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers organization. Okay, at this point, you guys know I still am hurt behind what they did to my man Lovie Smith after picking James Winston in the first round. So every chance I get, I'm gonna stab. I'm gonna do a jab, right, Byron? I'm just gonna give him a jab.
HBO right hook, baby.
Fitz magic is over, and it ended abruptly. But not only did it end abruptly, Jameis Winston, happy-go-lucky, goes out there and throws an interception. Right on cue. This team is bad, and they're getting worse. They are by far the worst team in the NFC South, and arguably the worst team in the NFC. Don't debate me on that. Please don't.
That's what I'm talking about, son.
Please don't debate me on that.
So Arizona Cardinals?
Yeah, they would like to debate you.
Only because the next one is very goofy. Did y'all watch Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts?
I did. They switched to it after that regional coverage.
It was god awful. It was god awful. Like, why did they put me through that game? I rooted for the Houston Texans because I picked them to win. They were 0-3 at the time. No way to go 0-4, right?
Almost.
Not if the Indianapolis Colts have anything to say about it. They made it interesting by going into overtime, and things weren't working out. I thought it was going to end in a tie. I was like, no, not again. Fourth down comes up. What do most people do when the ball's on their side of the field? On fourth down, they usually punt. Now, and we all know Andrew Luck is really good at the hard count. Drawing people off sides. He does that. They call a timeout. Cool. I'll tell y'all, I left the room because I'm like, oh, they're gonna kick a field goal. I mean, they're gonna punt the ball. Cool. This is probably gonna end in a tie. I go upstairs. I come back. Why did Houston have the ball on their side of the field? On Indianapolis side of the field.
Lining up for a field goal.
I looked at the replay. What? Frank Rich. What's the name? Frank Rich? Is that?
Frank Wright.
Right, Rich. I don't care. Frank, you gotta go. You gotta go now.
He just coached 4 games. That's it.
You gotta go
Already?
He just started. In the press car. No, you gotta go.
He just was the offensive coordinator with the Eagles.
How do you allow that?
Yeah.
On fourth down on your side? What?
You got Andrew Luck.
Listen. And that's what happens.
Listen, Linda.
When the rest of your team is trash, that's what happens. You gotta go.
Listen, Linda.
You gotta go. Like, what is wrong with you? And you gave the game away. Now, it's cool. It's good for me, but it's goofy for you. Get it to... What? How do you let one person decide it and nobody say nothing? Like, I don't understand. Like, did anybody dispute this at all?
No. Should have typed it like, hey, the tie will benefit us.
I'm just saying.
They got no win.
Just like,
dang it.
Listen, even if you would have picked it up, is there any guarantee that they would have got another yard? Like, it wasn't good. It just wasn't good. So Frank Wright, Rich, whatever your name is, you are goofy. Whoever else I said before that, you're goofy. You're goofy as well. Oh, James Winston.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. James Winston. Fitz Goofy. Fitz Magic. Whatever you want to call it. You guys are my goofies of the week. Get it together. You guys have so much promise. Not really. That's my positive talk I throw in, and I take it right back because you guys are goofy. And I'll leave you with this, Byron. There's a thin line between goofy and great. You guys are on the wrong side of it. Get it together.
Goofies of the week.
He's been doing that like throughout the week, yo.
And the laugh by D, baby. Real quick, we got 2 minutes on the clock. We're gonna do rapid fire. I'll start with you, D. The Rams, the best team in the NFL.
There ain't no doubt about it. My Super Bowl pick looking good right now.
And you got that other guy in LA too, who's starting recently. LeBron James, baby.
LeBron James.
Oh, number 23 for
LeBron James.
Cavante, the Bengals. I'm gonna switch it up. Are the Bengals going to not only make the playoffs but win a playoff game this year?
Gosh, you asking a lot, man. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say yes.
Dre, what's wrong with the Seahawks? Earl Thomas, he gone.
Ever since they didn't give the ball to beast mode, that's been the demise to me of the Seattle Seahawks.
Classless with that middle finger, very classless.
Cavante, I'll go back to you. When we see Cat play again, Kenny still says he wants to play. We know that's his boy, but I just don't see it.
Nope, not at all.
Well, we got a couple 3-1 teams. D, I'll go to you. Bears, Titans, Bengals, or Dolphins. Who's the best and who surprised you the most? I think we all know.
Best right now is Tennessee, no doubt. The worst is the Dolphins because they are frauds. Canned tunas, baby. That's what they are.
Shout out to the Bears, baby. They're coming.
Yeah.
Well, now, who should be the starter in Tampa, Dre?
Jameis Winston.
Okay.
You can't go back to Fitz.
I ain't no going back.
You know, should be 2 from Alabama. She should be the starter.
Yeah.
D, Drew Brees says Baker Mayfield can be a lot better than me. Are we giving Baker too much praise early on?
Let's pump the brakes a little bit, but he can improvise and he can do a lot. You'll see Sunday how good he can be.
Cavante, your boy, Russell Westbrook. Goofy OKC, arthroscopic knee surgery. He should be able to play in the season open if he's cleared. Will this be a big deal?
We all know the boy got bounced. The boy loves jumping. Very, very explosive. I think it's good that he got this done at the beginning of the year as opposed to during the year.
Dre, Stephon Marbury says Zion Williams is better than LeBron.
Come on, man.
And I gotta do this.
Where's my card?
Yeah, that's goofy. The kid is very talented, but that's
We got to shout out Joe Mauer. He may retire after 15 seasons. Mike Schulcher, his dumb tail, he need to go from the Angels.
Yeah, I think he resigned, didn't he?
Yeah, Atlanta, Maroon 5 for the anybody jump in Maroon 5.
Well, hey,
I don't mind it.
Living
I
in
don't mind.
misery, but
I don't.
hopefully you bring.
Man, Maroon 5 is good.
Hopefully you bring Ludacris and you bring some of the Southern guys.
How LeBron doing his preseason debut, y'all?
Did all right.
I think he did good.
The Lakers lack shooters, so until they get that, they're not gonna be in the title contention.
Zoe needs to start. Dre, in between his on this Friday, who you got?
Actually, I think we're taking a break this week, but we'll be back hot with some new stuff next week. We're in the mix.
Dre will be at homecoming if you want to find him. He'll be live and direct. You can reach out and touch him.
All the way live.
Goofy live.
Oh, boy. Well, until next week, show is executive produced by Andre Melton, co-founder, senior producer, Cravante Hurd, Uncle Raj, AJ on social media, cousin, Uncle D, tell your aunts, and mothers. He's looking for love, baby.
minute.
Go what's going on, baby?
He got benefits.
Oh, boy.
RP, baby.
I'm the host,
Come on, tell
Byron
him about the
Dixon.
flashlight, man.
We got too far. We always go too far.
I'm your host, Byron Dixon, and until next week, don't be goofy. Continue to flex with the Flex Zone. Subscribe to the YouTube page. Which one?
The first one.
Till next week, we gone.
Peace. God dang, man. Out of here, man. There ain't no ears.